Hey, what's going on? It is April Fool's, where they say we are, where the apps actually came to be real life kids. Girls, boys, others, know your own gender, please. We're going to do a fun reading here. I am at the Pirate Kanta house with my little girl that's saying, hello, we're going to answer questions today about those relationships that needed a view from the Delphi. And you see, we've got a little bit of a Stonehenge thing going on here at the backyard of A to Z, where the whiz kids said, Oz, our way. Dessert us, please. We love dessert. So I'm going to be doing a reading, and I'm just, bless you, baby, going to say her and him. But you know your own gender and your own spin. We all have masculine and feminine energy, and you're going to know whether or not your characters match in these narratives. They might not. I could be reading for a lot of people. It might not be you. In fact, if it is, most likely you'll find it in your moon or rising sign, because I'm a moon guy. So dead guy came back to life calling Apocalypso, and usually it's the moon reading or the rising sign that shows up for a lot of people. So you might want to have a look-see at those. We're going to pull 7 cards with sneaky little Rider-Waite-Smiths that are already showing us, hey, there's the theme for the reading today. What is this sneaky shit all about? I'm going to pull this card out of the deck. We're just going to see, what is it that was so elusive in these relationships with maybe one that got away or tried to get away with something like the Bitcoin lies of Inception that I'm calling all about. We're nuts for crackers over here, because it's time to know about the 2 silver that were left and the 7 that never got traded for the magical dress. And 7 cards for that. What's on their mind? What's on your mind? What are they feeling? What are you feeling? What are they doing? What are you doing? And what's the common thing in the middle? And then we might pull a little more insight from some romance angels that tried to find their virtue in a box of cards with a Y that never ends for friends. And we might take a look with another lens, because I've got the chatty sibillas that give us an insight about what the advice might be on the common factors. More to come inside your reading, friends. You're beautiful, and here's where it all ends, with hopefully a new lens. Catch you on the inside. Yo, hey, what's up, Libra? How you doing? I'm back with these readings. We're going to talk about this situation here with the 7 of Swords that's showing up for everybody in the Love Fools reading. Weird way to start. I was just getting ready to pick up these cards again after having shuffled all of them profusely, and I was hearing, for somebody, this is about who cheated in the month of Cancer, and they're saying, I mean, I guess it could be Leo too, but they're saying it was July. I'm hearing very clearly it was July last year, and they said cheat, 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 and it might have happened the year before, but it was around the holidays, and I'm hearing, they said he the first time, but then they said she says that it didn't get that out of hand, but I hear that it did. So, wow, interesting. I don't know what's going to come up in these. These are potentially lottery style readings, so many different messages come up because potentially so many different people could be looking for answers about what this 7 of Swords is, where in many people's perception of that card, a liar, a cheater, or a thief has been acknowledged, witnessed, or in some cases needs to be. So this might have had an implication on some relationships, about things that have been mentally feeling like you might have been cheated in some kind of way, is what I'm hearing more for some of you, but that's not for everybody. I'm hearing for some people this is literally about, if it wasn't a third party, that's still something. If it wasn't a first party, if it wasn't you that was getting away with something duplicitous, I'm hearing that this is something about learning how to employ a better strategy now that you've learned from things. So this could have happened in the deep past, really. You could have had a situation, a confrontation where somebody made away with something that was yours. And I'm hearing it's like, for some people that are watching this right now, you're actually watching to find out if your thoughts about somebody cheating or putting their hands on something or trying to get to another relationship, or, you know, grass is greener on the other side of the path sort of situation, that might be why you're here. So hopefully we can get some messages that will help. You know, just to know that this might not be your messages, and you could check your moon and your rising as well for other messages. Sometimes more come through for me there. But you might need some professional help too, if you know, if this is a situation that's out of hand in some cases, in which case I am just here doing general readings here for the public. This is in service to others. So keep that in mind. And if you do want something that's more personal, please touch base with me directly rather than jumping to any conclusions, okay? This is just to postulate some information and things that are coming through. So use your own best discernment. I've gone ahead and I've thrown 7 cards here down using their Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. And let's see here. Get a focus on that. What's going on here? There we go. Just so you can see what I'm looking at. We're going to call this her side and this his side, simply because I'm just reading double terminated energies. This is my feminine side. This is my masculine side. Okay, we all have that energy within us. You're going to know your own gender and whether or not any of these narratives match for you at all. And I'm going to just read cards because that's what I'm doing, and read energies because that's what I'm feeling and hearing from guides. So here's what we got. On her mind, his mind, their feelings, their actions, and what you have in common. We're going to start with her here. Her. She, he, they, other. Wow. This keeps falling here. All right. So here's what we got. I'm hearing it felt like a rocky boat, and it might still. And sorry for the wobble on this too. My tripod's kind of wonky there, but this is the, there we go, 2 of coins card, 2 of pentacles. For somebody, this is seriously about what they're having to juggle on a day-to-day just to keep it going on and on. And I don't think they're stressed out, but I'm hearing for somebody, it's like they've really had to kind of learn to whistle while they work. And it might be because of the way people sort of throw them through the ringer is what I'm hearing. So if this is you, Libra, I'm hearing you put on a really good show about it. You know, you balance it very well. You've got your hand on both of these things here and the coins. But I'm hearing the time dance might be a little weird sometimes. And so let's see what's going on here, because I'm hearing this person might not have a whole lot of time to do much but talking. And it's usually just friendly communications because of how they're saying commoditized during the day. It's, you know, busy work week is what I'm hearing. There are 2 here though too. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like they really want to know what's practical. And I'm hearing, did these rings mean anything to you? I'm hearing that. It's like a question that somebody might be asking. Let's see what's on his mind here. We got the 6 of wands, or batons, depending on how you might call these. In this deck, they're called wands for sure. This is a really successful card. I'm hearing something might be going on though. It's like you're saying something about a trip that he's planning on taking, or that you might be taking together in a couple of months, or it could be 6 weeks, but I'm hearing, you know, this might be something like May, June, and they said it's his birthday, or maybe her birthday, their birthday, but it's something that you all are planning on doing. And I hear he's feeling really good about it, but they're saying somebody was being too chipper about what might have come up in what sounded like passing, but I'm hearing it's really gotten somebody's head and it's had them in a loop. And so for somebody else, it's like, man, you really stuck that idea in my head. And now it's like, I can't get it out of my head. I'm just like weighing this and feeling a little bit unsettled is what I'm hearing. And they're saying it's about something they said about somebody else that might have been in the past, but I'm hearing it's like it didn't sit well with whoever this person is. It literally, I'm hearing for somebody, they said it gave him like the bad butterflies. You know, when you get the good butterflies, I was like, oh my God, you know, like somebody like, you know, you get the good butterflies and then you get the bad butterflies where it's like somebody shakes you like that. Is that feeling? And so I'm hearing it's like, it's not what's going on right now. And I'm hearing that it's something that somebody said in the past here. And they're feeling really good about where they're going now. But whatever that comment was, it's like, it's been in this person's mind. Put it that way. Okay, so let's see what's going on emotionally here. She wants to talk about this. I'm here. There it is, about the ring again. I heard it very clear. It's like, did this ring mean anything to you? You put this on my finger here, and I hear you talking about this other thing. And is that where you've been going? Double-edged thoughts. Okay, so you might also be dealing with a Capricorn person. I'm remembering because I did Capricorn a couple of readings ago, and I was hearing something about the way somebody needed to cut something. And it was like a tie that was already cut, or how they were trying to cut out of a relationship, but not making it look like that's what they were doing. It's like, they kind of, it's like, oh, now I just don't have time for you. And so they start like not replying, or the time is what I'm hearing that's been going into this thing. And I'm hearing that whatever was said here, it's like really hit this person. It was like a punch in the stomach. It was like the bad butterfly. It was like, ugh, like they just stuck them with that. And, they were here working, like having to put on the show and like, okay, well, I guess this is fine. I'm here doing this, but feeling like somebody came at them. Let's see here. Wow, his side, here's the hand that came with upside down cup, and I hear, there you go. It's like maybe somebody said something here that I don't know if they realize how terse it may have been, and even smug. I don't usually see this as a smug card, but this is somebody that's like, they feel like they got the world by the behind because, oh, I'm coming in on my white horse and I have all these amazing things to say, and here's what I do. And emotionally, I think it's like they know they can get away with it with this person. It's like they're kind of coming like this. And I was seeing somebody doing that. They're like, look what I do under the surface. I put on this outfit here, but when they're not looking, here's what they need to know. They pointed to the knee too, and I heard that what they need to know. And there's a hand here that came with some kind of grab. And here's where the sword ends up going up. And this person's like, ow. Emotionally, this is like, I don't like how that looks, just because I'm focusing on some of what the 7 is here. And let's just see what was looking at. Okay, here's what was looking up at us on the other side. Got the 2 of swords in reverse, and this actually did just come up. I think it was for the Gemini. You might want to check that one, but it was about somebody that was literally like taking their ability to have like telepathic communication, or I'm hearing it was surveillance information. Like this might be somebody with a military or government background. I'm hearing police officer, bad cop, and somebody that like grabs this information and was siphoning or cutting whatever they could. And it was like a bad hack is what I'm hearing. Bad hash job too. And this is what they got caught doing. And they were able to do it because of this position. And so it's like they really think they can get away with these things. But I see this person with their hand, or thinking about at least what might be happening here. And it's a grab for somebody's stability. So, I'm hearing for somebody that may or may not be true that there was some cheating here. It depends on the relationship and what we consider what cheating is. But I'm hearing that somebody here is not in control of their emotional reach. It's like where their reach goes emotionally, it's like they're just not in control of it. And it's almost like they could be celebrated for it because of however they're perceived. And so that's like on their mind. They know that. And it's almost good. It's almost good. It's like you can almost get away with this here. And maybe somebody has been getting away with it. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. What is on her actions? Give and take, quid pro quo. This 6 of Pentacles sometimes for me actually looks a little bit Libran. And we've got somebody with like the scales here in their hands that is handing something out to people. It's charitable. Sometimes it can be a little like, oh, here's what you get, you pleb. But in this situation here, I'm hearing somebody's really actually being very charitable. They've been very charitable. They've been coming forward with truths, emotional truths. I'm hearing that they're on a rocky boat about maybe whether or not this relationship is worth it. I'm hearing they might be considering like, maybe we're just better off as friends or something, if we can even do that. But there's a third party here, and I'm like casting all this stuff out, helping people. And I'm wondering, what are you doing? Because this is a really tough emotion that's coming through with whatever you said. Even if it was in the past, and I don't know how to get anything else into these two hands that are full right now. Because this person's hands are full. And they've got balance on this one side, and the other side, they're like handing things out. They have people expecting something from them. And so that could be a very difficult situation. And it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of energy that's in it. I mean, these are kind of low-level cards in terms of their maturity with where the path goes, unless the truth is coming forward and something is proven to be equitable. But I'm hearing for somebody, it's like literally just like, I don't know how to deal with this. I'm trying to make sure it's quid pro quo and that we're keeping it safe and fair. We've got 2 6s here. It's like somebody knows that on their mind. They're like, well, I keep this fair enough, and it's okay. I can kind of get away with this little indiscretion. I'm hearing they give somebody a pass on it too. There's like this yellow cup here, and this person's wearing this yellow here, but it's like they're covering up. They're like covered up with this maroon. It's like somebody didn't even pour alcohol on it, is what I'm hearing. Be careful with that. All right, let's see what the actions are here on his side. All right, 3 of Wands. Somebody's just ready to go. I'm just hearing it's like they sort of just, it's convenient. They've already got their hands on what they're doing, and there is a third right here. There's like something going on that's either distracting or a possible third, but I'm hearing they wanted to act like they left it in the past, but it's still there. It's hanging around. It's in their energy. There's a hand here that goes up or down when it wants. And this is somebody that was waiting, is what I'm hearing. And I hear that if they did cheat, it was out of boredom. I'm hearing right now, they're not going to talk to you about it either. They're kind of like waiting to see if you'll call them out on it. And I'm hearing you might not want to call them out on it, but you might want to ask if there was something that really came across emotionally kind of crappy and felt like, kicked you in the stomach or something. That there might be a way to, talk about this, especially if, this person is standing here knowing and aware that you're like one person with 2 other people here, with 3 people that are, together, and some are depending on you. And, I got my hand on this situation, but I'm not really participating in it. It's just kind of like, I'm waiting for what's coming to me is what it is. This is a totally different energy. This is somebody that's putting energy out and sharing energy and balancing things. And this is a person that already sent their energy out. They might have already sent out ships or something. They're waiting for something. So they don't have to be terribly spoiled or anything, but this is a mismatch here for me. This is somebody that's like waiting for somebody else to show up and talk to them about the emotional thing that maybe they're feeling really good about, but not really opening up about too. And so I don't know why that would be, unless we look at a specific situation with somebody. But some of the things that are jumping up here with me are just, you're too busy working. And when you're busy with those 2 things, I wait for what's coming my way. And it doesn't have to be emotional. I'm hearing it wasn't emotional. It was just physical is what I'm hearing. And that in somebody's mind, it's like, well, this is what I'm expected to do. This is what I was set up to do. Come on, I'm still on a white horse. Happened then, and it was fiery energy, and we were a go. And I'm hearing sometimes it's a little open like that. It just went too far, maybe, is what I'm hearing. So some of this is just about personal boundaries that people have had. This is not every relationship, but I'm literally hearing about somebody that said, we kind of had an open door on this, and we knew that sometimes there was another party. And there might be a third person, and it wasn't that serious, is what I'm hearing. Totally different narrative. You're going to have to know who you are in this. Let's see what's in common. Wow. All right. So 8 of Swords, upside down, mental energy. And we turn it around. This is somebody that's literally surrounded by swords. They're in a pretty weird location, far away from the buildings, but they could unwrap themselves. Bless you, baby. They could take the time to see what's around them. They're not tied up too tight, but something about the base level and about what was going on in somebody's basement. I mean, wow. Somebody knows something about what was going on in somebody's house, and they don't want anybody to know about it. And I'm hearing it might come out is what it is. They're saying that some comment somebody made here, it didn't stick well for somebody about a third party, or implying about a third party that maybe didn't have as much to do with it as the person that was set up to get away with it. Okay, so you'll know if that's for you. We're going to go ahead and pull a couple of romance cards, one for her and one for him, to see if we can get a little bit more clarification or another lens for those of you that might not have gotten your narrative viewed here in this instance. Quite possible. These are general readings. Like I said, they're lotteries. So, you know, could come up for you, Libra, and it might not too. And like I said, you'll also want to probably, wow, here. Stay optimistic about your love life. Flew out. I'll just keep that here for those of you that need that optimism. It says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And that's somewhat true. I mean, you got to keep that disposition and be willing to receive. But I also see somebody here that really needs to know too that you don't have to make offerings to false idols. And this person is offering something to a statue here. And so, you know, these are cards. And I can read other messages too. I think that what's very empowering about what's showing here is how somebody's coming open. And it's good to approach yourself that way. And I'm hearing that for this person too, a lot of this is like the narrative they're telling themselves and what they need to hear themselves and what they wrap themselves in. And it's a healed throat chakra. It's what you can express verbally. And what I do like about this card before I go any further with the romance angels here is that if there was no verbal communication here, that looks like a lockdown, right? This might be indicative of a time where somebody cuts themselves free so that they can actually approach that conversation and that dialogue. So I can stay optimistic about that, and I hope you can too. Let's see what we got for romance angels for our Libra. For her. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And I'm hearing that's probably why it feels so karmic. Soulmates are karmic. A lot of times. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, you know, these kind of seem like they're related to the person who just needs to have the talk. And if you're one of the people that just had a bad interloper or maybe a bad 7-year run is what I'm hearing, or it's like something got left behind, that might be what this 8th was for. It was like, you know, this, gotten past the sneaky thing that was in the past, maybe thinking about relationships again and wanting to take a start and having gone through the point where you don't know how to speak, and maybe things were slow because of, you know, things don't always go so fast or smooth communication wise during the retrogrades. We just had Mercury retrograde. We're still in the post end. Could leave you in a situation where you're like, I didn't know how to talk, and now I'm kind of like frustrated with it and I want to talk. And, you know, maybe you've been optimistic about what's coming forward. And I'm seeing that if these are two good things going on here, because they are upright. Somebody here might be feeling really good about this person that's been busy at work. They might be feeling good about whatever it is that this person has been conceiving. I've been hearing a little bit about this person taking a new position. They're talking about weighing pros and cons with a job position. And I'm hearing in one of these that this person might have had an offer for the Libra or whoever's on this side and has been kind of waiting patiently and trying to not be too emotional. And I'm hearing in some cases it's because there was a breach of something. It was either like we can't see each other like this because there's a distance, whether it was an emotional impasse or like it's a professional thing where you can't date people, or I'm seeing like a distance though. It's like a physical distance because this person is traveling somewhere. Somebody has already sent ships out and they're waiting for something here. Somebody's been emotionally going through something that they might be blocked or not knowing how to discuss. And here, you know, we're seeing more water and somebody just like maybe trying to save money. And I'm hearing it could have to do with somebody's birthday and a trip that they want to take. And if that's the case, I'm hearing this is on. This person on this side has been saving money, working hard. And I'm hearing that, you know, this might be a great match here. Romantic feelings and soulmate. So let's see what we can get. Other advice for this 8 of Swords that was in reverse for some of you that need to know this. I'm just checking with the sibillas. See what comes up. All right, Libra. Let's see what comes up. And there's a lot of people talking right now. It's like I'm hearing a lot of messages from guides. If there are unspoken words here with these two parties, there's a lot to be said potentially. And I'm hearing that somebody might be waiting for another person to make a move. And I'm hearing this person here is just like, come on, talk to me. And this person might not realize how easy it will be for them to at least be upfront about whatever the emotion is, because that's right here. It could be very cutting, but it's right here. So that just jumped off here. But anyway, back to advice. Disgrazia. Okay, so this came out before for some of the other readings, and I'm hearing you really might want to check the Capricorn for whoever that person is. But disgrazia here, not great. It's a house fire. I'm seeing somebody actually like burning something in somebody's house, and they're talking about photo evidence. Okay, let's see what else is here. Sospiri. All right, this card here, they said that ship already sailed. I'm hearing whatever happened in that house, it was like smoking gun kind of situation. There's literally evidence, and somebody needs to know that that ship has sailed. It's already passed. The information is out there. Maybe they were upset about what went away, but I'm hearing that they need to know that that thing already happened. It already went out is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing that for somebody, you know, it's like the caution here is not being too emotionally caught up on something that already happened, especially if it was like the disgrace that you had to leave in the past, but that you still need to have time to be able to process this. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, la lettera. This is a letter that's coming in. This is something that's signed. This is something that's sealed and something that is delivered. These are messages. That could be what had her blowing her nose here about whatever this disgrazia is, but I'm hearing for some people it's like literally the ships that had to sail from the past. And I'm hearing for somebody it's like you might have really, whoever this is going back to that snarky person. If this is actually this person here in this situation, They think they have something coming back to them. They're feeling really confident about it. But I'm hearing it's an ungrounded emotional attachment to what they think they have coming their way. And they're waiting for it. And I'm hearing it might be surprising what actually comes their way, because that showed up first. Okay, so that's what I got for you. Thank you, Libra. Hope it made sense for those of you that these were for. And hit me up if you'd like a personal private reading. Check you again soon. We're back for another one. Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.
What do you need to know right now? Have you ever tried talking to an intuitive or a psychic to ask these questions? Were you left hanging, or how did it go for you? There might be a reason why some of your questions were not answered, and I have a special secret to share with you. It's something that your astrologers probably can't even talk to you about because they simply do not know. So who am I? Well, my name is Jacob, and I'm a guy that actually came back from the dead. I was resuscitated. I had a medical miracle after malpractice, and I learned some things when I crossed over the nano bridge about the 0 point frequency and the stargate that nobody's talking to you about. The cosmic vortex that mathematically can prove who you are down to numbers and digits and letters, just like cryptocurrency, IP addresses, and the SIM card in your phone, and can explain the simulation that you might have jumped into in your body. If your astrologer's not talking to you about it that way, they probably just can't. The good news is, you don't have to be caught on a treadmill, because what I've learned is a specific way to calculate where you are in the fractal of the cosmos. What it allows us to do is literally see who different people are in your path. And it's literally like playing chess. We can figure out who plays what archetype here, there, and remove anything that is clouding your view of what is here in your life, and hopefully empowering you to make better decisions. So if you're tired of feeling like you only ever get this much information and it only gets you that much braver until you hit a wall again, this is why. So what I'd like to do today is invite you to click on that link that says, yes, I want to know. It's going to take you to a page where you can fill out some details so I know how to talk to you. And go ahead and submit that. You will have joined artoflove.me. I would love to be in touch with you. Looking forward to it. Take care. We'll catch you again soon.